What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am back. It is your boy, Big Dave, and the Big Dave Wrestling Review. I'm back after a little bit of a hiatus, ladies and gentlemen. I did not do a SmackDown review last week. Had some things going on, guys. Just wasn't able to get to it. And really, there was only one thing that happened on SmackDown that was worth a damn. If you're listening to me, then I'm assuming you already know what it was. It was the Kevin Owens pipe bomb. That was pretty much the main thing on SmackDown Live that night. Yeah, stressful few days. Also, I had a lot of stuff going on at work, a lot of stuff going on at the house, and my Facebook account, the David Von Lindsay account, it got hacked. And it got hacked because there was an old email attached to it. Somebody hacked that email, and I wasn't able to get into my Facebook, so it's just been a big ordeal. I haven't given up because my messenger is actually still signed in on my phone from my original Facebook. I don't know if that means anything or what, but I basically I can get messages from my old Facebook, so I'm not going to report it just yet. I mean, I've done a lot to it. I'm not going to get into my whole issue there, but with that, man, I didn't have any way to really promote any shows either as well. I started a different Facebook. It's just David Lindsay. I'll go through there and change some things on there later on. But because of this, I had almost 5,000 friends on Facebook. I think I was like 45 people away. That's one thing that doesn't really matter. The only thing that sucks to me is the memories and pictures. It's going to be hard to get all those back. But I'll figure out a way. And also, it's, for what I'm trying to do to get out and reach more people, using Facebook was a big tool for that. Which means I am going to need you guys to help me out more than ever when it comes to sharing the Big Dave Wrestling Review. I'm going to need you guys' help because this will not get out if you guys aren't sharing it anyway. I mean, I can do so much, but I'm basically going to have to start from scratch on my Facebook account again. And that was my biggest social media tool that I use. Now, I have upgraded some things. Hopefully, by the time you're seeing this or hearing this, notice I said seeing this. I think I figured some stuff out, have a little bit better quality videos for the YouTube. And we are going to be on YouTube, Anchor, Google Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify. We're on a lot of different outlets right now, so that's good. We just got to keep the momentum going. So, even if I do, the reason I'm still using Anchor is because, number one, it's the only podcast that actually gives me a monetary payment, even if it's very, 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 very little. But also, I like how I can use Anchor to get to other outlets, and that's a big deal for me. So, this weekend, if you were able to watch all the wrestling that was on this weekend, hats off, man. I don't know what you did other than watch wrestling, because you had the Evolve 10th anniversary on the WWE Network at the same time that AEW Fight for the Fallen was going on. And then you also had, of course, Extreme Rules on the Sunday, and I believe either Saturday, Sunday, I don't know. I don't even know what day it was. I think it was Sunday night, the G1 Climax from New Japan. I have not seen the G1 Climax yet, nor have I seen Evolve. But I did watch AEW Fight for the Fallen, and of course I watched Extreme Rules. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to give this a review of AEW Fight for the Fallen. Now, granted, with this review, I am not the, how do I want to say this? I enjoy AEW wrestling from what I've seen of it, but I'm not the smartest guy on all of these wrestlers, at least not yet. I don't really know a lot about them. Some of them I don't even remember. Like I can't even remember the one girl's name in the match. But I didn't do my notes with AEW, so it might be a little odd. But basically, guys, you don't tune in to me to hear who wins and loses and who won and lost and really what happened in the match. I think the people that are listening to this podcast are more people who are just wanting to hear my side of the story and my views on things and kind of listen to how I break it down, just my opinion, And I also think those are the people who are like me when I listen to other podcasts and, other content creators. That's what I'm doing. I want to hear what they think and kind of match it up to what my view was. So I'm sure that's the same thing you guys are doing. And so if I'm not in a real big detail with these matches, guys, understand it's just because I've got a lot of stuff to cover and not a lot of time to do it. Monday is, of course, Monday Night Raw. Everyone has speculation that this is going to be the Paul Heyman, first era of Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff for Raw and SmackDown. I'm not 100% sure about that yet, but we'll get into that later. So, again, this is very, very important, guys. If you can just please share this link on your social media outlets for me. Of course, Facebook, Instagram, I don't, everything that you guys use. I don't know what other really social media that everybody uses is popular. Please share this and let's try to get some, because basically my Facebook doesn't matter. Except for, the memories and the outreach. I really need guys and I really need, people coming in and putting their ears and eyes on the product on these other platforms other than Facebook. So if we can just share that, I'm going to go ahead and go over this stuff. Instagram, DVL Music. Follow me on DVL Music on Instagram. Also the Big Dave Club on Instagram. I am also available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes Podcasts, whatever you call that. We are on YouTube. Look us up on YouTube and look me up on Anchor, on everything under it's Big Dave's Wrestling Review. That's Big Dave's Wrestling Review. If you go to YouTube, you can actually subscribe, click the notification bell on there. That way you'll know exactly when I upload something. Also, when I do this, you'll be able to comment and, I want you guys to hit like, thumbs down, thumbs up. Doesn't matter to me. Interaction is what I need the most. And I love to hear comments and stuff like that from you guys. Okay. So speaking of comments, I have a good friend that also has a podcast of his own, the SOS podcast on Anchor. It's a country outlaw music and podcast, Mr. Chris Birch. And I've told you guys, if you left me a comment, that I would definitely give you guys a shout out and share it online. So I wanted to go ahead and go into this voice message that Chris Birch left me, wishing me a happy belated birthday and talking about his views for the podcast itself. Once again, Big Dave's Wrestling Review. We're going to cover AEW Fight for the Fallen when we get right back.